Good morning. Today is Monday. It's our Mojo Monday. This is where we get our mojo going and we create a card using a card sketch. I've been using these Sunday sketches for quite a while now. And what is great about these is the fact that they give you all of the measurements that you need to prepare your materials to make your card. Good morning, Carol. Nice for you to join this morning. So this is an interesting sketch. I think it's going to lend itself really nicely for the stamp set that I want to use this morning called Garden Birdhouses. This is brand new from our annual catalog. And I love birds and I love birdhouses. And so I was pretty excited when this set came out. So I am going to design a card using that set. So I already have my stamps mounted on my blocks, those stamps that I want to use for this project. There's 3 adorable little birds in this set, and there's 3 different birdhouses as well as a great tree branch. And there's some flowers and some grass and all the elements you need to create a cute little garden scene. So let's get started. So I'm going to do a card base of Whisper White here, or basic white I should say, and I am going to just bring in my paper trimmer and I'm going to score it in half. And this is going to be a landscape card. So I'm going to do my centerfold at 4 1/4 here. So this is landscape. And I'm just going to burnish my fold line here. There we go. Okay, and I decided to go with white, and then this is kind of interesting because it doesn't have a full layer here. It's made up of these little strips here. So I'm not sure how this is going to work out, but let's give it a go. So I decided to bring in some DSP. This is 4 1/4 by 4 1/4. Yeah, I think the measurements are off on this because if this is landscape, this is, it goes edge to edge, but it doesn't show that it goes edge to edge on the layout here. So this might be actually 4 by 4. This is 3/4 by 3/4, this piece here. Yeah, so maybe I should cut this down to 4 by 4 instead of 4 1/4 by 4 1/4. Yeah, so you want to kind of, you know, review the sketch and make sure everything makes sense to you. So I'm just going to trim off a little bit on that. So this is going to, yeah, see, now I've got my border around there. That makes more sense. So that's going to go on there like that. And then this is going to go on top. And this piece is the piece I'm going to build my bird scene. And then I've got this 3/4 by 4 strip that's going to overlap this like that. Okay, and that goes actually from the top to the bottom of the card. You could emboss that piece maybe. And then I have this piece, I decided to bring in some flowers. So I've got this piece actually should go down first. So I'm going to lay out my card here just so that you can see. And this also, yeah, this needs to be short too. This should have been 4 inches. Yeah, this sketch is a bit wonky. So this should be 1 1/4 by 4. And this should have been 4 by 4. And this strip, I think, should be at 4 inches as well. So I might trim that down. Yeah, I'm going to trim that down because I like this. See, it's got the border, the base of the card is all the way around the card. Oh, so you did You did, excuse me, I've lost my voice. You did adjust your measurements, eh, Carol? Yeah, because it wasn't making sense. Okay, so I'm going to make this 4 inches and this green strip 4 inches as well. Let's change that up a bit. Good morning, Barbara. Are you crafting this morning? Okay. All right, so before I start gluing anything, I'm going to build my bird scene here. Now, I'm using these clear stamps, so I'm going to pull in my silicone mat to give myself some cushion. And I'm going to pull in, this is just jade, so I'm going to pull in the coordinating ink. And I'm going to do my branch. So, sometimes a stamp is a bit tricky because it's one stamp and I've got this branch, which I want, of course, in a brown color. And then we've got the leaves. So what I could do is, yeah, I guess I'm just going to do it mostly in brown. Yeah, let's do it in brown. I'm going to pull down my early espresso. We'll just see how this works out. Let's just ink this up. This is the first time using this stamp set, so sometimes the stamps need a bit of conditioning. I don't think the ink's getting on all of that, so I'm just going to stamp it over here and give it a rub, and then I'll ink it up again. Okay, we'll see how that works out. Excuse me. So I'm going to bring my branch in from, let's see. No, I want to go this way. So I'm going to do this. Okay. Then I'm going to do some coloring. So I'm going to bring in my Just Jade color. I'm going to let that dry a little bit first. Then I'm going to color the leaves. So then what I want to do is I'm going to hang a birdhouse. And in the stamp set, there is a there's this little hanging, excuse me, there's this little hanging piece here. So I'm going to ink this up. Probably in, let's see, I'm going to do crumb cake, I think. As if it's, let's hang our birdhouse right here. And then let's stamp our birdhouse. I've chosen this birdhouse here. So let's do this also in crumb cake. No, yeah, I'm going to make a nice little brown, a natural looking. Now I'm going to turn this sideways so that I can actually see the top of my birdhouse here. Sorry, I'm off camera a little bit here. Okay, there's my little, oh my God, that's so cute. There's my little birdhouse. All right, so let's do some leaf coloring. Barbara, you're doing laundry and crafting. I am too. I have a load of laundry in. I do my towels every Monday morning. So I've got those in the washer right now. So wasn't it a beautiful weekend? My husband and I, we were in the garden pretty well all weekend. We did a lot of power washing because we noticed this year, I guess it's a buildup over the years, there was quite a bit of algae on parts of our deck, this green algae. It wasn't very becoming, so we decided to power wash that off. And then I power washed a lot of moss off the side of our water feature and off the bottom underside of our bird bath. There's a lot of moss everywhere. And then we have these stones along our stone pea gravel. We have a pea gravel path and we have stones set in, and they needed a good wash. And then I did some raking and some sweeping. And we got our lettuce and our tomato, one tomato plant. We're only going to do one tomato plant. We got those planted. Yeah, so the backyard's looking beautiful. And then today it's like winter. Oh, the sun is out now at least. But it was really cold. Okay, let's look at the colors in this piece here because I'm going to match my birdhouse, pick up some of the colors in here. I think I will do, oh, let's do a pink birdhouse. Let's just get a little wild here, shall we? What the heck? We'll do a pink birdhouse. Maybe we'll do two colors, pink and yellow. And I'm going to do a green. I think I'll do the roof green as well. So I thought I was just going to do a brown birdhouse, but I've changed my mind. Okay, and let's bring in the darker greens so that I can get some shading going. Okay, and then let's do the front of the birdhouse. We will do, I think I'm going to do it in yellow. So let's pull down my Daffodil Delight. And let's do this part of the birdhouse yellow. Look at that. And let's do, oh, why don't we just throw my markers around? Okay, and then let's pull out a bit of a darker color here and do this little perch. Okay, there's our little birdhouse. It's not going to be to everybody's liking, but that's okay. And now we need some birds. Now, this being a landscape card, it's kind of a short, what am I thinking of? So a birdhouse normally would be up in the tree, but I still want to do, there's some really cute flowers here that I still want to do. So I'm going to do them anyway, even though the birdhouse wouldn't be really close to the ground. But I'm going to do them anyway. So I'm going to grab a scrap piece just to put it underneath here. And I'm going to do these mostly in green, and then I'll add a bit of color to the flowers. Let's see, what else did we have? That's a bird. There's a single one. Okay, and then I'm going to add, there's this cute little grass. Maybe we'll do the grass in a different green. Let's pull down this old olive. I love a stamp set that has bits of grass. It just gives your objects some grounding. Okay, so we've got that. I just put my finger in the... Okay, now we want to bring in our birds. Now I suppose I could stamp these and then fussy cut them out, but oh my gosh, they're so tiny. So I'm not quite sure. I'd like one sitting right on top of the, you see, but there's, oh, I could put one up here on the branch, up here. So I think I'll do this. I've got a lot of little sparrows in my yard, so I'm going to do, I guess, a little brown color. Oh, thank you, Christine. Oh my gosh, yes. See if this is better. Okay, here's the deal. I have this new ring light, which is right up above, and it's on my stand, and the camera is attached to the ring light. So the ring light, it just moves so easily, and so I must have bumped it with my head. Yeah, thank you for pointing that out. Hey, good morning, Devin. You're watching this morning. Okay, let's put this, see what this little bird looks like. As I said, I haven't played with this yet, so I don't know how anything stamps. But we'll stick this little, oh my gosh, isn't that cute? What a cute little bird. And maybe we'll put some down on the ground here. And we'll just color him in. Yeah, there's no flying birds. They're all standing birds. There's 3 little birds. I'd like to have one sitting on the roof, but I think I'm gonna play with these and maybe cut them out. Okay, so let's color in these birds a little bit. Otherwise we see the grass poking through. Oh, good. You guys are having a little conversation. Let's color in this other little bird. There we go. Okay. All right, I think that's all the stamping that I want to do. I think next time I play with this, I'm going to do some sponging. I'm going to sponge some green down below and some blue above, and then I'll stamp the elements on top, I think. The birdhouse would be very easy to cut out and then put on with a dimensional, and I'm going to play with those little birds. Okay, so let's bring in our card base. So this is, like I said, it's half a sheet of 8.5 by 11 and scored at 5.5, so you get your landscape. And then we're going to glue this on. Okay, and then we're going to glue this piece on, like so. So let me get out my tape runner. And let's glue this on. Like so. And then we'll glue on these roses. So we're going to butt that right up against that piece there. Okay, and then I had that green piece. I don't know, maybe I should change the color. Maybe I should do this in a different color. What do you guys think? Maybe I should pick up the yellow. From the birdhouse. I'm going to go grab some yellow and see what that looks like. Or I could even do the pink. And what's this measurement? 3/4 by 4. Grab a piece of scrap. So let me know what you think. Green or pink or yellow. Green, pink, or yellow, ladies? There's the yellow. There's the pink. And I dropped the green on the floor. Or the green. Okay, we've got one vote for pink, one vote for yellow. Yellow. Okay, we're going to go with yellow. 2 votes for yellow. Okay, so let's glue this on next. Let's do yellow. Perfect. And you know what? I think I'm going to go and emboss it. I just wanted to add a little bit of texture on there. Okay, so I'm going to use Tombow glue to glue this on. Well, isn't this a bright and cheery card? And then we have one last thing to do. So I already pre-stamped. The stamp set comes with this really cool, look at this, this font. It's really cool, hello. And I thought I would just punch this out with one of our circle punches. And I'm going to put this here. And I'm not sure if I need to back it on anything. You know what? I'm going to sponge it. I haven't sponged in a long time. So I'm going to pull out my sponges, and I'm going to sponge it, I think, in, I'm going to pull in, let me think. I don't have my in color sponges here, so I have to grab an extra sponge here. So we should maybe sponge this in the pink, maybe. Let's pull down my ink pad. Let's just do a bit of sponging. Sponging was all the rage when I first started crafting. Then you didn't see it much, and then it came back again. I still really like to sponge. Okay. So we will put this up on a dimensional. Oh, and I forgot to show you. This is what it looks like in the catalog. It's on page 107. So, Garden Birdhouses. It's $24 for the set. So you can see the image is a lot better here. This is a really cute birdhouse too. So there's 3 different styles of birdhouses. And the birds are just too cute. There's some extra leaves that you can add to the branches. And there's, you know, these little flowers down here. And there's a welcome back. So glad you're here. Birthday wishes. Hope each moment of your day is as special as you are. And hello. So very, very cute. So if somebody, you know, comes back from holidays, you could say welcome back, or if they've moved back to Victoria, that would be good. What other reasons would you use welcome back for? Welcome back from the land of the ill, if they've been ill. Welcome back to some good health. Now, I want you to look at these samples in here. I want to do this. This is actually embossed in white embossing powder. So you emboss the flowers, and then it looks like they just took an aqua painter and they just watercolored behind the birdhouses. So, and then they did some watercoloring at the bottom here. So that's really cute. And then just dabbed watercolor on. So I think I might make that card just to see how that works out. And look how cute the birds are up there. They're all embossed in white. That would be a fun card to do. It's just all watercoloring. So I would use watercolor paper for that. And this is a real fast and easy card. They've just stamped the little birds in the background all over the card base. And then they stamped the branches. They, again, watercolor, just add some watercolor over it. If you stamp it in the green, then you use your aqua brush, you would actually be picking up the green from the stamped image and creating this shadow look. So there's another real simple card. So there's 2 ideas for you right out of the catalog. Okay, so I'm looking for my dimensionals, which also fell on the floor. Honest to goodness, what would we do without floors? They catch everything. Okay, let's put these dimensionals. See, I keep my dimensionals in this little envelope, and then it's stuck to the wall with this, you know, this tacky stuff. And it's stayed up there forever and ever, but just, I must have knocked it off. Okay. Let's do this. And then we got to think about the inside of the card. The inside can be just as fun to decorate. I might pull that branch into the inside as well with some birds. So let's stick this, say, right here. Yeah, it is a cute stamp set, isn't it? I think I really like it. Got to do a lot more playing around with it. So what I didn't do was I didn't add any color. I don't think we need any more color now. So I'm not going to add color to these little flowers. I'm going to leave it the way it is. And this looked okay, stamped in the brown and then just colored the leaves. Yeah, you could have done it in black. There's a little bit of space here that you could color in brown if you wanted to on the black, but I think that looked okay like that. All right, so that's the outside of our card. Now let's do something with the inside of the card. So whenever, typically, not always, but this is our thick basic white cardstock, okay? So when it's on this thicker paper, you don't really need to do an insert, and it's white, so you can put your greeting in here and design on here. However, one caveat is you have to be careful if you're going to use any of our alcohol markers, because when you color on this, it's going to bleed to the back. So if you're going to do any coloring, I would suggest you put an inside panel in here, okay? So if I'm just going to stamp, I'm okay. But if I color with blends, it's going to be problematic. Okay. So I think what I'm going to do is I might just bring in the branch. So I think I will stamp this again in the brown. So let's bring in, maybe we'll bring in the branch from the other side. And where's my, I'll just turn this over. I'm going to bring the branch over this side. Okay. And then I think what I'm going to do is I have this greeting. So it says hello. And it says, hope each moment of your day is as special as you are. So it doesn't have to be a birthday card. And I think I will stamp this in, I guess I'll just use black. You could almost think of this card with the birdhouses is the little birds are dropping in to say hello. Hello. And hope each moment of your day is as special as you are. That's a great greeting. Okay, so I'm going to put this right now. I'm going to condition the stamp again. Photopolymer, which are these clear ones, sometimes need conditioning. For the most part, they're great, but you just want to test them out and just stamp them and stamp them again. Okay, let's get that in there. There we go. And then I think at the bottom, I'm going to do some grass. So the grass was my old olive. And So where's my old olive ink pad? Let's do a bit of grass. I'm just going to double up on the grass to make it look a bit more full. And I'm going to put a little bird down here. There we go. So let's bring in this brown color again. And let's put in, I'm going to stick a bird right on top of this greeting, I think. Isn't that cute? And then we'll stick a little bird in the grass. And we'll stick a bird on the branch. How about that? Where's that third little bird? What does he look like? Yeah, it's kind of cool because they go in different directions, so that's good. Let's put a little bird up here on the branch. There we go. Okay, there's your card, ladies. So you can design the inside as well as the outside. I'm happy with the way that turned out. But you know what? I'm going to add a bit of Wink of Stella in here. I'm going to put a bit of Wink of Stella on these little flowers. Just add a bit of dew, early morning dew on the flowers. There we go. Okay, there's your card for today. That was a fun card sketch. Once we've adjusted those measurements, I think that worked out really well. So if you want to redo this, just take off these 1/4 inches here. They should all be 4 inches. Okay? Yeah, cute card. So thanks again for joining me this morning. I will be back on Thursday night. I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing on Thursday night, but I'll be back on Thursday night.